Well, Mark, Ontario is about to get a harsh look at the modeling numbers that will predict how many people will get sick from COVID-19 in this province and how many will die. Yesterday, Doug Ford said he didn't want to release those numbers and cause people to panic. Today, the Premier changed his mind and said people had a right to know, but warned the projections are stark.
I'm going to just be straight up with people and just tell them exactly what I know. No beating around the bush, no holding back figures. I want to be right up front. It's going to be hard for some people to hear, but as Premier of this province, I have to be up front with people, and I'm going to be. And people will see some really stark figures tomorrow.
Modeling projections can vary due to inconsistencies in how data is acquired and backlogs in reporting. This week, U.S. President Donald Trump released projections predicting 100,000 to 240,000 deaths. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says some of Canada's projections are dire, but that it is too soon to release them.
There is a range out there, and just highlighting that range is not as useful or important as being able to get clearer numbers and clearer analysis of what we are likely to face.
The Prime Minister held a conference call with all the premiers late this afternoon and said he would be discussing, in fact, it's probably going on just in a few minutes, that conference call, and said he would be discussing the modeling numbers with them. Doug Ford made his announcement. He was releasing the numbers before that call was made. You mentioned that you are the first government that will be releasing these modeling numbers. Just a couple of hours ago, the Prime Minister refused to release them. Are you breaking ranks with the PM?
I would never break ranks with the PM or other premiers. That's going to be up to the Prime Minister to make a decision. He's responsible for the country. I'm responsible for the people of Ontario, the 14.5 million people.
Ontario's Chief Medical Officer of Health today said modeling numbers can be shifted and the curve can be bent if people do their part and stay home. The Premier is hoping when people hear the numbers tomorrow, it will be a wake-up call to those who are not heeding the stern warnings.
I can't comprehend why some people aren't getting it. They may think it's not going to happen to me. You know, doing that is unsafe. You could say selfish. It's disappointing, to say the least, and hopefully tomorrow there'll be a real wake-up call.
Premier Doug Ford said he was concerned for people's mental health, noting this is a very difficult time for many. He announced $12 million for online mental health services. He also said never again will this province rely on other countries for protective equipment for hospital workers. There is a shortage right now. He's going to have Ontario companies make them from now on. And the man who has always said he was returning phone calls today apologized and said he's getting hundreds a day and cannot respond to all.